it's feeding time for the ducks and chickens. This is the evening feeding time. Today, it rained all day. It started last night a little bit and then really picked up this morning. And there's hardly been a break. It's not raining right now, but everything is wet. From the buckets that happen to be facing upward, it seems like we got right around an inch, maybe a tiny bit more than an inch. I haven't actually measured it yet. Maybe I should do that. But even if it's close to an inch, that's a huge amount for a single storm, especially in the midst of a great drought that we've been having lately. So with rain comes some bad things sometimes, in the form of ruining bags of food that happened to be left out, unfortunately, or sometimes hay that got left out. But I'll take care of one thing at a time. So I'm not going to really leave all of that right there. I'm going to let them eat to their heart's content for a few minutes, and then I'll try to pick out the parts that got wet. As you can see, a little bit of it got rotten anyway. This isn't the first rainstorm that bag has seen. But it's only today that I discovered that a lot of the stuff underneath this kind of rotten layer was just fine. So I'm going to let them eat a little while and then pour the remainder of that into a feeder that we have. Look at all these animals. Ah, darn it. Dang it, one got away. That's all right, it'll get back in next time we feed it. Well, all right, so actually I'm gonna move that under the chicken coop, the nesting area, just in case it starts raining again soon. That way they can still get to it, eat as much as they want, and I can take care of it later. Oops. Hi. Hello, guy. Alright, I'll just move this. They're still interested in the stuff that fell here. There they go. I found it. Ducks are so cute, those babies. All right, well, if you watched our last one, you know that we got our hay baled out in the field. I had my boys, Alex and Everett, help out with gathering the hay. Both boys, I had them learn how to drive the truck in the field. Alex has driven for me before in the field, but it's been several years, and basically it's been long enough that he kind of forgot how. But we did get it all. And given that we were against the clock, we just got all 78 of those bales in the barn as quickly as we could. We didn't really have a good place to put it. So, you know what kind of things happen when you're not ready. Well, disorganization occurs, which is exactly what happened. Okay, so not the most beautiful haystack in the world, by any means. And darn it, it looks like the rain just got a few of the bales. So you can see the line across all of these. So these ones are ruined, but luckily only about 2, maybe 3 bales. The rest are fine. It didn't start out as the most wonderful hay in the world anyway. And it's probably the ugliest stack of hay ever. But the cats seem to like it. So that's something, right? And it is safe from further rain. So it's put up. We got hay out of it, out of our field. We got hay out of our field. That's still so satisfying. And in the future, we're gonna get better hay out of it because of this cutting. In fact, we'll probably get another cutting this year. Won't be much. We won't get very many bales, but we'll get some good quality grass, especially if the rain keeps on coming down in the next couple days like it's supposed to, which would be awesome. Everything looks prettier after it's been rained on. Huh, kitty? I actually had to trim back these sunflowers because the rain made them heavy and they were all covering up the sidewalk, and some of these hollyhocks, oh, there's one there, but a lot of them had swung over on this side too. This is kind of our pride and joy a little bit. The remaining concrete that was already rained on is now further done in by this rain. So not good for anything except for gravel below the fresh concrete, which I'll do a little later. Now it's finally getting to be the type of weather that I can start to do concrete in. Granted, I could do sidewalks in the hot summer weather, but it's miserable. So I've put it off till now. But now is also the time when I can start to do stucco. The forecast for the next week and a half actually, is pretty mild. So it's a great time to do concrete and other strenuous work like that. And not only that, not only is it easier on me to do it in that kind of weather, but the stucco kind of needs it to be that way. It'll dry out way too quickly in the hot weather. Can you hear Lizzy inside playing piano? Some people in the comments have requested that we show some cooking videos. Unfortunately, every time we cook, we'd rather be, well, cooking, I guess, than holding the camera. But guess what we're having tonight? We'll show you. Well, we're having frozen ravioli from a bag from the grocery store. So
we are self-sufficiently eating food that we ourselves sufficiently bought.
We paid for it ourselves, so that's good.
Not to mess up when you started filming me play piano, I was like, my fingers stopped working.
You did really well. But look at this abundance that we do have from the garden. It's just a little bit. Isn't that pretty though? Emmy's getting ready for school. It's gonna start next week. She got her bag
Lunch
for her
box.
lunch. Yeah.
And it has unicorns.
Oh, that's perfect.
And Banjo got one with roses.
Oh yeah?
I like your shoes, Emmy.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, Daddy.
Got
They are so cute.
squeaky too. Really squeaky.
Check out this other little surprise that we got today, or well, this week I should say, but this part of it is today. Look at that. This is a new kitty we discovered.
Here, hold them against your belly. Maybe that makes them feel like...
We have this new litter of kitties. Look how tiny he is. This guy's name is what?
Lizzy didn't name it yet.
Oh, this one doesn't have a name yet. Hi. He doesn't like me holding him out like that. So this is Lizzy's kitty, officially. Oops. He loves her already. The chef at work. Okay, the way that we do this is first we put some regular old
Hey, Dad?
salt
Mom, there's a new...
in the pot. And then drop in the frozen ravioli. And that's how we cook homemade frozen ravioli. It's because there's life and then there's homesteading and never the twain shall meet. Aww. No, actually, it really is important to balance farm type chores, so what we would call the homestead, with just living and not stressing ourselves out over things, because we have
Invented criteria.
and we got really good in the past at, oh, poor thing. It's like, stop the camera. So we got really good at stressing ourselves out about like always needing to be completely self-sufficient. I mean, it's a good goal, it really is. We still have that as a goal. But just living life, being a family, enjoying every day is really the purpose behind every one of those goals. And we can't lose track of that. We're eating our frozen ravioli here in a few minutes, and we're gonna go upstairs and watch some of our favorite YouTube channels and maybe a small movie. And then we've also have fresh hay in the barn. So I think that's a pretty good balance. And yeah, I like our life a lot better now than before, which is why we're back on YouTube.
90% of the improvement is mental.
Yeah, definitely. So that's why we're doing YouTube again, is because we can mentally handle it, because we don't think of ourselves as homesteaders, at least not just as homesteaders anymore. We certainly don't think of ourselves as YouTubers anymore. We shun that word, although we are.
Don't say such things in this house.
we are trying to do it regularly again, because it's fun to show what we're doing, and we like seeing what we've done in the past. It's amazing how quickly our kids have grown up,
And to be honest, I want to shout each one of our kids out because they have ideas and careers ahead of them, and I want to build them up for that. This is like their college insurance or whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Savings fund, in so to speak, for that.
Yeah, so if you like our kids as much as we do, I assure you we like them more. But if you like them and are interested in what they're doing, we are going to try to do more and more of that, particularly as they let us.
Right, with permission on each one of their parts. Mostly the biggest, well, I don't know. I think each one of them has a goal, and it would be benefited by just
sharing
it.
Yeah. So with our help, they're going to be sharing a little bit more of themselves on here, their talents, what they've been doing. And actually, I dare say all of them, like you said, would benefit from sharing it on YouTube, even though they all have kind of...
The only one I can think of is Emmy. She just hasn't picked something at all. She just wants to hang out and play.
She's got plenty of time for that. But so we'll share each one of them that has an online presence. We'll go ahead and share that below in every single video, whether it's about them or not. And that way you can always know where to go to find out more about them. And as those things change or get updated, we'll mention that as well. But okay, we're gonna do our dinner and a movie now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.